You're feeling your heart race again, the world's spinning yet you stand still, but what if you could step into calm instead of chasing it? Imagine your nervous system shifting from fight or flight to flow, like flipping a switch inside you. What if the same quantum field that whispers messages to atoms could also whisper peace to your soul? You've been told to relax when your body screams tension, but there's a deeper language at play. Quantum waves, spiritual energy, and your nervous system are all dancing the same rhythm, and you can learn the steps. So buckle up, we're about to go from anxious to zen in a way that science, spirit, and your body all agree on. We live in an era of hyperstimulation. Notifications ping, the mind races, the body tightens, and your nervous system becomes a live wire. Every day you wake up to an internal storm, worries about work, bills, health, relationships, identity. You try to calm it down with a deep breath, a walk, or maybe a yoga pose, but the relief is temporary. Because what you're dealing with isn't just busy thoughts. It's a nervous system locked into a pattern. Your body is living in the future, stuck in what-if mode. Your heart rate is elevated, your shoulders tight, your digestion off, sleep restless. You might put on a smile and carry on, but beneath the surface you're vibrating anxiety. Here's the kicker, your mind tells you you're fine, yet your physiology screams otherwise. And when your body is stuck in survival mode, your ability to manifest, to shift, to truly feel calm becomes blocked. In spiritual and energetic terms, you have a signal that's mistuned. Your thoughts might say, I want peace, but your body is holding fear, your feelings are clenching, your energy field broadcasting stress. From the vantage point of modern science, particularly quantum physics, we begin to see why this matters. At the quantum level, matter dissolves into wave energy. Our bodies, our nervous systems, our conscious awareness operate in that field of energy. When you're in high-stress mode, your energetic field is broadcasting anxiety, the quantum field hears it, and your reality mirrors it. In spiritual terms, you're not just thinking anxious thoughts, you're being anxious, and that state becomes your baseline. Over time you may try meditation, try manifestation techniques, but you hit a wall, the nervous system hasn't been regulated, the body hasn't released old trauma, the signal remains incoherent. Coherence is what matters. As one article explains, your thoughts are electric, your emotions are magnetic. And together they make an electromagnetic field around your body. Your electromagnetic field is always communicating with the quantum field. If your nervous system is still in survival, you're sending mixed messages. I want calm, in your mind, I'm under threat, in your body. That's why manifestation stalls, healing slows, stress loops. And the pain of this stuck state is real, panic attacks, insomnia, feeling disconnected from yourself, ghost drifting through life rather than living it. You sense something more is possible, but you don't know how to access it. The problem is not just external, it's internal. You're not just anxious about what happens to you, your very nervous system is living as if you're in constant danger. This keeps you in low vibration territory, fear-based, reactive, fragmented. And in that realm, the quantum field, the infinite field of possibilities, cannot align with the version of you that's calm, creative, centered. Because your signal is distorted. In the upcoming sections we'll explore how a discovery at the intersection of quantum physics and spirituality reveals a path out of this trap. How you can regulate your nervous system, align your energetic signature, and live from a place of zen rather than anxiety. But first, acknowledging the problem is the beginning of the shift. In the search for calm, regulators of the nervous system, trauma therapists, subtle energy practitioners and quantum physicists all arrived at a common insight: our inner state precedes our outer reality. It's not just what we do, it's how we are in the doing. From the quantum field perspective, every possibility exists, waves of probability until collapsed into a fact by observation or focus. In spiritual language, you are a co-creator with the universe. Our discovery, when your nervous system is regulated. When your body and mind are coherent, you become a clear channel for this creation. Let me share a story. A client I worked with, I'll call her Sarah, had lived with anxiety for years. Her heart would race at deeper levels when she had to speak in meetings. She felt trapped. She tried affirmations, "I am calm," but the racing heart and negative predictions sidetracked her. Then we discovered that beneath the conscious fears lay bodily tension patterns. She held her breath, clenched her jaw, weighted into her legs as if bracing for impact. Her nervous system was locked. So we worked to release those physical patterns. Breath work, somatic awareness, heart coherence practice. Over time her body relaxed. As the body calmed, her mind's anxieties reduced. And something remarkable happened. She started to imagine a version of herself speaking confidently, not from future hope, but from present embodiment. Her nervous system felt what it would be like to be already calm. With that internal shift, opportunities opened, a speaking role appeared, a client praised her clarity, she connected with new colleagues. She wasn't just changing external conditions, she changed her inner state. That's the quantum shift. As one blog explains, when our thoughts and feelings combine into a coherent quantum signal, we broadcast a unified frequency and the field aligns. And research into the mind-physics interface shows that consciousness may interact with quantum fields, bridging body, mind and matter. The spiritual lens adds this: we are part of an interconnected whole. When we regulate the nervous system, we reconnect to that wholeness rather than isolate into survival. The discovery then is threefold. 1. Your nervous system state matters more than you realize. 2. Quantum physics offers a metaphor, and perhaps mechanism, by which your inner state influences outer reality. 3. Regulating the nervous system and aligning mind, body and energy field opens the door to quantum manifestation. Another story: a man named John suffered from freeze responses. He would shut down under stress. Meditation hadn't helped long-term because each time he sat, his nervous system snapped back into the freeze pattern. We introduced simple body-based regulation, 5-minute grounding movements, heart-focused breathing, expressing gratitude in body felt. After weeks, his baseline shifted. He felt more alive, less frozen. Then, he used visualization, seeing his future self interacting confidently with others, feeling the calm in his system, sensing his heart open. The field responded, social invitations came, his workload changed, his attitude shifted. The hidden discovery: the field doesn't respond to just the thought of calm, it responds to your embodied state of calm. When your nervous system has already accepted peace, your internal field broadcasts that state and reality adjusts. In life's language, the invisible becomes visible, the internal triggers the external. So if you've ever felt that manifestation tips only work for others, or that spiritual practices left you frustrated, this is why. Your nervous system was running its own script. But now you're ready for a method to integrate body, mind and energy so you can walk into your Zen, not just wish for it. Here's the practical part: the method to move from anxious to Zen by regulating your nervous system and aligning with the quantum, spiritual field. It contains 3 key layers: body regulation, energetic alignment, and quantum manifestation practice. A. Body regulation, your nervous system rewiring. Grounding breath, find a quiet seat or lie down. Inhale deeply for 4 counts, hold 2, exhale for 6 counts. Do this for 5 minutes. This stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, sending a safe zone message. Somatic scan, after breathing, bring awareness to your body. Notice where you hold tension: shoulders, jaw, belly. On exhale, imagine softening those areas. Do this for 3 minutes. This reconnects mind and body. Movement reset, stand up. Do a gentle shake of 30 seconds, arms loose, legs soft. Then stretch upward, reach your fingertips, exhale tension. Feel your body release bound energy. These practices habituate a calmer baseline. Over days, the nervous system rewires toward regulation. B. Energetic alignment, mind plus heart plus field. Heart coherence meditation, sit with your hand on your heart. Visualize your heart center glowing. Breathe in the feeling of calm and gratitude. Stay in this feeling for 2 to 3 minutes. This aligns your brain and heart fields. Embodied future self-visualization. Close your eyes. See yourself 1 year from now, calm, centered, speaking with ease, responding not reacting. Feel the body posture, the voice tone, the energetic vibe. Then say internally, I am this now. Stay in that embodied state for 1 to 2 minutes. Signal check. In your quiet moment, ask, what signal am I broadcasting? If you sense tension, fear, needing equals adjust. Send the signal, I am calm. I am safe. I am connected. Scientists refer to this as coherence, matching your thoughts, feelings, and body. See quantum manifestation practice. Intention setting plus feeling practice. Write a clear intention, e.g., I speak confidently in meetings and feel calm in my body. Read it aloud, then feel the feeling of that reality now, confidence in your chest, ease in your shoulders, clarity in your voice. Hold until your body says, yes. Surrender the how. After feeling, release control. I am open to guidance on how this flows into my life. The quantum, spiritual connection thrives in openness. Take aligned action. Your body and mind now primed. Take one small action consistent with your future self. Send an email you were avoiding, speak up in a meeting, start a conversation. The body-mind field alignment amplifies that action. Bonus practical exercise, daily 10-minute loop. 2-minute grounding breath. 3-minute heart coherence. 3 minutes future self-visualization. 2-minute signal check plus intention refresh. Repeat each day, ideally morning or just before you enter a high-stress zone. Here's an emotional story to bring it home. Maria was a school teacher whose nervous system went into burnout from years of high demands. She did the daily loop. One morning, a substitute didn't show up and she had to teach 2 classes back to back. Her old self would panic, heartbeat racing, voice shaky, energy drained. This time, she paused for 30 seconds, grounded her breath, put her hand on her heart, visualized calm. When she stood up, she felt different. The classes flowed. Students engaged. She felt alive rather than depleted. Later that week she got an unexpected compliment from a parent who said, "You're glowing." The change wasn't just external, it was the recalibration of her nervous system that shifted her vibration and thus her reality. This method integrates spiritual insight, you are energy, part of the field, with quantum metaphor, you send a coherent signal, the field responds, and nervous system science, your physiological state matters. Countless anecdotes and emerging research support that our thoughts and feelings and body states matter when we attempt to manifest. So the method is not wishful thinking, it's embodied transformation. And when you practice it consistently, the path from anxious to Zen starts not in your outer environment, but inside your own nervous system and energetic field. What happens when you apply this method persistently? What does the transformation feel, look and live like? Let's walk through the shift in layers: nervous system, identity, relationships, purpose. As days turn into weeks, you begin to notice, your baseline is calmer. You don't wake up immediately tense. You handle stress without the acid pit feeling in your chest. You respond rather than react. Your body holds more ease. Your heart rate variability improves, if you measure it. In spiritual terms, you're anchored rather than drifting. Identity shift. You are not who you were, resonates a deep sense inside you. You once introduced yourself as anxious, stressed, overwhelmed. Now you begin to refer to yourself as a calm presence, a conscious creator, someone aligned. And this shift in self-identity matters deeply, because the quantum field and your life respond not just to what you do, but to who you are being. Consider the story of Alex. He used to feel invisible in meetings, heart thudding, voice soft. After applying the method, he saw himself as someone who speaks clearly and confidently. Within months he got invited to lead a team presentation. He described it as surreal, because he wasn't trying anymore, he was. That is transformation. Relationships and environment. When your internal state shifts, your external world mirrors it. People respond to your new vibrational signature. Conflicts resolve more easily. You magnetize situations rather than repel them. You might meet people who operate from calm rather than chaos. Your environment shifts, maybe you move to a calmer job, maybe you redesign your space, maybe you say no more easily to things that jar your system. Purpose and quantum spiritual awakening. Now here's the profound layer, you begin to sense that you're part of a bigger field, a bigger flow. The intersection of quantum and spiritual is no longer abstract, you feel it. You realize you're not just manifesting a calm self, you're embodying a conduit of coherence in a chaotic world. Let me share a brief emotional vignette. Christine was a nurse in ICU, surrounded daily by trauma and fear. She almost left the profession out of burnout. But through this method she not only regulated her nervous system, she began to feel that her presence healed as much as her medical training. She became calmer in chaos, and patients responded. She said, "It's like the room breathes differently when I show up like that." That insight led her to start mindfulness circles at the hospital. Her transformation rippled beyond her own life. You begin to realize, when you heal your nervous system and align with your field, you're not just manifesting personal peace. You're contributing to collective calm, to a shifting vibration in human consciousness. And that is the transformation in full expression. A final story, a young couple, Jess and Mark, were stuck in conflict loops. They tried therapy, but still felt reactive. They embarked on the method together, morning practice, signal checks, embodied visualization of we as calm, aligned partners. Within months the fighting reduced, intimacy deepened, and they described nights where 10 minutes of coherent breathing together replaced hours of arguments. They were no longer just individuals manifesting calm, they were a system manifesting coherence. The transformation is deeper than success. It's being. It's the nervous system rewired, the identity repositioned, relationships uplifted, purpose awakened. And remember, this isn't a peak moment, it becomes the baseline. From anxious to zen isn't a destination. It's a lived trajectory. The quantum field is always responding, the universe always co-creating. And you are now consciously participating. When you operate from this place, your life begins to feel effortless in strange new ways. Your insight, intuition, synchronicity increase. You see signs, you feel aligned, you become magnetic. The anxious you may still arise occasionally, you're human, but your regulated nervous system, your aligned field, and your coherent signal allow you to return to zen rather than spiral. That is the transformation. Now that you've seen the problem, discovered the connection, learned the method, and experienced the transformation, what's the mission? Why does this matter not just for you but for us and the field of humanity? Your mission starts with you. Your first task is simple, teach your nervous system to assume regulation over reactivity. Make your inner calm non-negotiable. You'll wake up and say, my nervous system is safe. I breathe. I align. I embody peace. Do the daily loop. Stay consistent. Chart your progress. Feel your body change. Your mission extends to others. When you shift, you light up a beacon. A calmer presence affects family, colleagues, clients. You become a living example, this works. Your mission, share the method. A coworker sees your ease and asks what changed. A child senses that home felt different. A friend wonders why you're no longer anxious. You become a ripple in the pond. Your mission touches the quantum spiritual field. Here's the big vision, the universe is not static. The quantum field vibrates with infinite potentials. When you align with coherence, you contribute to the vibration of collective transformation. When enough people regulate their nervous systems, align with their field, broadcast the frequency of calm and creation rather than fear and survival, the culture shifts. The mission is to raise the collective baseline from anxious to zen. We're part of an evolutionary wave. Spiritual traditions have always whispered, we are connected. Quantum physics now shows how, wave, field, observer. You are the observer and the observed. Your mission, show up, embody the shift, broadcast the signal. Practical mission steps. Commit publicly, declare your intention. I am regulating my nervous system and aligning my being. Let a mini-group or pair, share the daily loop with someone else. Encourage each other. Support each other. Document your journey, journal your nervous system observations, your signals, your manifestations. Share the story. People resonate with stories. Serve, find one way to bring calm into another arena, mentor a coworker, support a friend in crisis, lead a short meditation circle. Expand your field of influence, use your platform, social media, blog, podcast, to disseminate the method. Every voice counts. If you're ready to go from anxious to zen, here's what I want you to do right now. Pause the video, take a deep grounding breath, 4 in, hold 2, 6 out. Hand on your heart. Close your eyes for 1 minute and visualize your calm future self. Feel the body, the voice, the environment. Then write down one intention for today: I will embody calm in this meeting, or I will breathe and align before I respond. Commit to the daily 10-minute loop for the next 7 days. Notice what changes. Document the shifts. And if you feel called, share your journey in the comments below. Invite a friend. Let's build this mission together. The quantum field is listening. Your nervous system is ready. Your transformation begins now. Go ahead, be the signal.